Welcome back to 3 and Out. I'm Ryan Orlovsky alongside Brian Carter. And now it's time for the 7th inning stretch. If you want to see your questions, comments, or suggestions aired, send us an email at 3andoutsports@gmail.com and we'll try to fit you in.
All right, let's go with our first email, Ron.
It was sad to see Coach Yao pass away recently. What are your thoughts on her career? This email is from Joey, by the way. Coach K. Yao, wow, NC State. Age 66, battled with breast cancer, 737 career wins, made it to 20 national tournaments. Those numbers, that's tops right there. Behind Pat Summitt, you can't say enough about her. And it was great to see in the game the other night what the NC State students did in the guys' game for all wearing pink in the student section. So that was nice to see.
Yeah, it was, and unfortunately, she missed a lot of time in her later days of coaching, and I believe in December she had to finally step down, said she just didn't have enough energy left in her. But it was very sad to see a coach like that go. But then you also saw your boy, I can't believe you didn't mention this, Bill Cowher, alumnus of NC State. He was there at the funeral, so that was cool to see him there, and then also Pat Summitt as well. Next email is going to be from Ross. It says, what does it say about McNabb wanting to retire an Eagle? Well, I think it's pretty noble myself. I'm going to have to say that after all the treatment he got this year, and he caught a lot of flack from the fans, and the benching situation, some argue that was exactly what the Eagles needed to get back in shape, but I just, you can say what you want, but the guy saved a season anyways that was going down the sink. 9-6-1, and the final game, I believe they had I don't even remember, less than a 5% chance to even make the playoffs, and going into the last day and everything, just the stars all aligned, and he gets them to the final game, to the NFC Championship game, and unfortunately they fell to the Cardinals. But he's still the guy I think is underrated and underappreciated. I think he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. He's owed $19.2 million next year, in the next 2 years, and he wants to get things solved now, and he wants to retire an Eagle, and that's pretty noble because with all the things he's dealt with, I wouldn't blame him for wanting to walk away.
He's been there since 1999. He's played 134 games under center, and Brian hit the nail right on the head. It just shows his loyalty to Philadelphia.
Yep.
Next email is from Jeremy. Why are we still hearing about Bonds and Clemens? There always seems to be more about them in the news.
Something about that number 7, maybe 7 Cy Youngs, 7 MVPs. Something stands out about that. No wonder it was a record. Both of them been caught cheating. We're seeing right now, as that email indicates, in the news lately, Barry Bonds, they've got new evidence they're bringing up against him, and same with Roger Clemens, something about a syringe that they've got his DNA on it. So and you've got other people testifying against them. It just goes to show you that all along, you're going to see some of these Hall of Famers. That's why Mark McGwire's having such a hard time getting in, because if there's going to be any allegations, this is going to be tough to get in pretty soon.
Well, there was a test from Barry Bonds. In 2003, it was negative. Authority sources took the sample in 2004, retested it, and it came back positive. So this is only going to provide more evidence that's going to go against Bonds, perhaps lying to the grand jury. So.
Yep. Next email is from Stuart. It says, do you think it's true what Shaq said about his feuds with Kobe being nothing but a marketing plan? Absolutely, because you know what? If you know Shaq well enough, the guy's always a cut-up. He jokes around all the time, and a lot of the things he said, especially the rap that he did in a New York nightclub, the freestyle rap against Kobe, it was very funny, but it was also offensive. And at times you wonder if they really are neck to neck, if they really just hate each other. But at the same time, his reasoning was very great. They won 3 championships together, and he said that just him feuding over his teammates, it's always been a way to get more fans involved and basically get the hype up. So people get up for those kind of games, just see Kobe versus Shaq. Every year it's a little thing, and he always ends up giving him a hug. And then when you think everything's good, everything goes bad again. It just goes back and forth.
Shaq loves making noise in the media.
He really does. Next email is going to be from Andrew. It says, it seems many have been labeled the next MJ. Who has come closest to fulfilling that? It's a pretty tough question. I don't think anybody ever will fulfill that, but you're asking who comes the closest. Obviously, there's been, I guess in the last 5 years, I can think of about 15 people who have been labeled the next MJ, but I don't think anyone's come anywhere as close as Kobe Bryant has. Not just to mention the game that he had just not too long ago at Madison Square Garden, where he had 61 points and was 20 of 20 from the charity stripe. He's had 81 points in a game, something Michael Jordan has never done. the guy's just one of the greatest guards of all time, / forward. He can, just the versatility Kobe shows. I've seen him in person. It's just insane. The guy can go a whole night being absolutely quiet, and then you get in the fourth quarter, and I saw him nail like 6 shots in a row that you can have, 4 hands in your face, 2 guys just double teaming him, and he's still going to get the ball in there. It's unreal the things Kobe can do. I don't think anyone's come close, not even LeBron.
Well, I got to go with King James on this one because, I mean, he does have 12,000 career points in 5 years. He's about to have 5 All-Star appearances, and he's got a lot in common with MJ. Big shoe deals, both played in the Olympics, and, they both like playing at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, you're right, but again, Kobe has 3, or he's got the 3-peat. He's also got an MVP, and the difference between him and LeBron to me is that he wants the ball at the end. He's a clutch player, and he knows when to get the rock at the end of the game.
This next email is from Nicole. Ryan, project the Stanley Cup playoffs for us. Well, right now it's kind of a sensitive subject for me being a Penguins fan and all. Hopefully they're going to get in. They're a game out right now, but in the Eastern Conference Finals, I see the Bruins and the Caps. The Bruins are approaching 40 wins on the season already. And I see the Sharks and the Flames, because the Sharks are a very strong team this year. They're going to be playing out for the West Conference Championship. And then I like the Caps and Sharks in the finals. Ovechkin's got 36 goals for the Caps, and I think the Caps are going to be the champions this year.
You're the expert. I know absolutely nothing about hockey, so I'm not even going to step there. But we'll go with the last email. It's from Daniel. It says, is anyone as surprised as me that we still don't have a team in Las Vegas? Well, interestingly enough, back 2 years ago, our actual second show of 3 and Out ever, we talked about should there be a professional sports team in Las Vegas. I'm in favor of that not happening just for the simple reason that there's so much gambling going on there, and that just opens the gate for, I guess, I don't really know how to say it, but, there's controversy, And I don't think a team could really survive in Las Vegas because an expansion team, if they bring a team there, it usually takes at least about 3-4 years to build a winning franchise. And I don't think that people in Vegas go to win, and they're not going to put up with an expansion team that's losing right off the bat. It's going to be win now, win now, win now. I don't think it's a good lifestyle or anything to have a team in Vegas. What do you think?
There's enough entertainment in Vegas the way it is now, but I do think it would be a sweet place to play a Super Bowl.
It would be, and maybe, I don't know, that's just too controversial, really, All right, now it's time to put in our gutter ball. Our gutter ball for this show is going to be TLC will air a NASCAR Wives reality series. What do you think about that?
There's a reality series for everything these days, so why not?
I don't think that's going to do very well in the ratings, honestly. I don't think anyone cares about the NASCAR drivers' wives.
I'm not going to watch it, but
I'm not either, but it is on the TLC channel, so anyone who likes that. So,
well, sorry if your email didn't make it into the show this time, but better luck next time. We'll be back after this short break.